Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to RimWorld Alpha 13. It is summer and we are down to 5 people. Cassandra Classic struck yet again. Well, not entirely sure if this was Cassandra's fault or maybe technically it was my fault. But, either way, we are down to 5. We have Barga here that we're trying to recruit. Hopefully that gets us back to 6 people. People have a bit of a debuff. We sold a slave and we lost a friend. So the joy for the entire morning routine that we're putting most of the people through, well, it's pretty useful. It's basically gonna ensure that people will stay happy for as long as we can make it work. Let's turn on the lights extra early. People are already getting up at 3 in the morning. Those are some pretty ridiculous times. I think I'm just gonna enforce 6 hours of sleep for everybody. Then after that they got 2 hours to decide if they want to get up early or not, and then they have the joyful activities, which are gonna kick in about now-ish. Yeah. So suddenly everyone is gonna be socializing and things like that. Ooh, marriage is on. Brandon and Enzo are getting married. Excellent. So we got a happy couple. And why are you not happy? You are feeling terrible today. That's not good. It's an ugly environment. Can't blame you too much for that. There's a bit of sand that we are walking in here. Let's see if we can fix that by adding some flooring. And then just adding that over there. And just in front of the door as well. Might as well do a similar thing over here and over there. So solar cells during the day, just helping us to gather some power. The hare is pregnant. That's good, because we have a lot of baby hares, baby bunnies. We're gonna see how far we can push that one through. Let's have a look. Our food breakdown. It's only 300 hay, so a lot of bunnies will chew through the hay pretty quickly. It's gonna be something to deal with. So the exotic goods trader has left a comms range, and you are hauling sandstone to the base. Okay, I did add an extra job here, because the first sandstones was only for slate, but we've run out of slate reserves. And we're starting to use a bit of sandstone for pathing and things like that, so I figured let's add a second one that uses both slate and sandstone to get us up to 500, and then the last one gets us up to 1,000 blocks using just any stone that's available. If you look at it, we got some sandstone over here, but a lot of the things over here are just slag, which we can melt into metal. So once people start to get into crafting, things like that, we can definitely work with that. Taylor, that's your deal. You're hungry. Then why don't you eat? Because you're sleeping in the middle of the day. You shouldn't be. I'm gonna wake you up. Yes. That was weird. Maybe just a completely disturbed sleeping schedule or something like that, but for now we'll deal with it. Indoors is 24 degrees, which is indeed the ceiling we are waiting for. Outside it's 26, so we do have to cool a little bit, because otherwise people are gonna get unhappy. There's more harvesting going on, which is good. And things are being dragged inside. Our bunkers are up. We still have a path to do, for which we need to do a little bit of stoneworking. to that order, I have added some really low level priority crafting tasks to people, but probably not going to be enough. It would be really useful if we could recruit a Barga to do that for us. Or if, no, we're done dealing with food for now and we are ready to move on with other stuff. Because Darknessia is currently the star of the colony, just really good at constructing pretty decent grower. Actually almost on par with a Speedo. So maybe we should reduce the priorities there a bit. Oh, also do that. Hope people will still work with it. We should do it like that. So we add 2 hours of fun, then 1 hour of anything in which things like flicking light switches can still be done before bedtime. Which is pretty useful, because otherwise we're just gonna try to consume all the remnants of power. Speaking of power, that's gonna be the task for tomorrow. Wanna do something with that. Darknessia. Well, we have a lot of food, so Darknessia we can just reallocate. So let's set up the power things. The original plan was to add a wind turbine over here. So we can take down the wall over here, deconstruct it, then build a turbine, hook them up so the sun lamps are just connected to the generator. And then just put maybe 1 or 2 generators in here to just have this on an entire circuit all by themselves. Because they need 1600 watts. During daytime I think they can deliver 3000. I have to pay a little bit more attention to that. This one delivers 3000, but it's a variable rate, so you can't always depend on it. But having something that scales during the day and having just 1 solar generator for each of the lights, I think it was enough. But adding a wind turbine will just extend it with a little bit, and then it will also allow us to heat things during the night, which is going to be relatively relevant. Also, I just realized that the sound disappeared. It's probably the sound of the game, not my voice. I have had it before. I'll just have to restart the game in between episodes to fix that. You are urgently hungry, then you should definitely go have some food. And we have visitors. None of them look like a trader. So we are currently drowning in meat, so there's no strong incentive to go out and hunt. We do have a decent amount of vegetarian food, and that's something we will be growing all year long, as long as there's no blights, of course. So boomalope on the fields, boom rat on the fields. I'm not entirely happy about that, but that's one of the things we'll have to deal with. Breakdown or cooler. So that's gonna cost us some component to fix, which is okay. So this one is gonna get broken down. Then after that we can add a wind turbine, and then we'll probably need to do a little bit of rerouting with the power lines. Okay, might as well just add these and just turn them on. Got a suggestion to take off the roof during summer and only put the roof on during winter, so that way you just have natural light. But that kind of feels like cheating. Looking forward to Alpha 14, 15, there you actually have to construct the roof. And yeah, if you can make the argument to no, put it on, put it off. But the idea behind it is that it's a greenhouse, so I really want to keep it closed, and it does require more work, and I'm making things more difficult than they really ought to be. Oh, but it does give us something to do and a reason to do the things. So that's my reasoning for now. So Darknesia is awake and preparing meals. Ooh, we got cargo pots. What's in the pots? What's in the pots? Yay! More bearskin. We are currently drowning in leather. 3,700 bits of leather. Main reason for that is that because we're just not using it. Because we don't have an active crafter. We even have disabled our crafting bench right now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pause the meals for now. So the simple meals and this threshold for the fine meals is just gonna kick in at 10, but not for now, and that way Darknesia is free to do other things like fixing coolers and playing horseshoes. Yeah, and then you're gonna deconstruct the walls. I mean, Darknesia is our chief builder. A warrior from Senra Rodopolo is coming by. Oh, that's good for you, but unless you have something to trade, we can't really do anything with that. And we have named Hare 2 Deep. That's the pregnant female. Cool. We are gonna get so many. And we still need to get a female boar to get our boar farm up and running. Visitors are leaving, that's okay. Darknesia is just working on this, and so is just carrying some building materials in, that's also fine. Yeah. All these bricks, they're not gonna spoil. Just like this steel. I think we can move them to a slightly more remote location for storage. Pause the game a little bit. Get a preferred construction stockpile. Construction materials. Just clear everything, make this important. And then there's not going to be chunks, it's going to be manufactured. No, it's stone blocks are actually raw resources. And then we'll also assign steel and plasteel for storage here. You know what, we'll assign wood as well. This is indoors, so the wood is not going to spoil, but this will be useful. And then we might as well go as far as to just assign this one. Okay, a roof has collapsed because it was too far from a support. Oh wow, this actually, something got roofed here. Okay, I thought this was mostly unroofed anyway, so let's expand that. Then we instantly get effect rather than having someone work on it, but it will prevent people from getting hurt by collapsing roofs, which is definitely not what we want. So we're just undoing our hard work from before. Wait, so roofs are collapsing over there. Let's expand our no roof area to over there. And it instant effect, but it will make things better. Because indeed, otherwise you've got spaces that are not supported by anything and they will just come crashing down. Okay, it's end of the day. Let's shut down the power, but we have something to work with. So pause things and let's do some sketching with build orders. So we have the wind turbine, which we're gonna put over here. Then we can put a solar generator over here and another one over there. put some power lines in between. Then we can just pull this through, guide it to the battery. Then we tell this one to be disrupted, so the power is not going to go in. Might as well do the same with the power on the inside here. Okay. Actually, so it's okay to keep these. Being silly. We should deconstruct the outer ones, but keep the inner ones. If we move the conduits through the wall, then at least they're going to be, well, relatively safe. Yeah, we have the conduits over here, so that's going to be okay. It's already going there, so we don't need that one either. Good, so we can just hook that up, and then we have 2 fixed power generators and a variable power generator, which altogether should allow us to deal with this. That does mean that we need to break another power conduit over here, or simply turn this one off, and then we can turn this one on, keep that one on, make this just part of its own circuit. Designate power over here, designate power over there. Just have a good look. So our trade beacon is going to be on the circuit, which is okay. If it's going to be up during the day, then that's going to be enough. The heating and the cooling is going to be on the circuit, and that's going to be it for the rest. Our turrets are on the main combat circuit, which is okay. And once we detach this one will be part of the main circuit rather than over here. So all the extra power is going to go into the batteries there and not in here. So I think I'm happy with this. Do we have the components? 100 steel for this. It's 100 steel for that, so that's going to be 300 steel plus a little bit. Yeah, we have enough. I'm happy. Ooh, traders from Senra Ro de Ballo. So once they show up, we're going to send our most experienced negotiator over there, which is going to be Brandon. He's currently fast asleep. No one is complaining about their mood anymore. It did help to put everyone on a pretty strict happiness regimen. So far we are dropping down in fine meals. I still have the task suspended because I really need Dagnesia for some building. And once the building has been done, we will put Dagnesia back on kitchen duties until we have a decent stash of fine meals again. Wait, and so Brandon, okay, you're sewing, sure. Now you're deconstructing stuff. You have a chat with Colmea, please. What is for sale? You have 2 slaves with you. Interesting. Let's see, we're not going to sell our components. We are not going to buy your overpriced Hubble mats. We have our own, thank you very much. You have some psychic weapons. Psychic insanity lands, those things are very tempted. Oh, you can drive one person insane, but what's the range on this? From any distance, even through walls. So if we get sieged, we already have one to drive all the animals mad and send them into a manhunter frenzy, which I intend to use at some point as a defensive weapon. But if we have another psychic weapon, we can fend off yet again, something else that's going to be pretty scary. One, use artifact that directs psychic disturbance towards one character, dropping them in a state of psychic shock for some time. So this is just crippling someone, and this is berserking someone so they will attack their friends. I think I want that one. It's a one use, but I think it's going to be hilarious. And just for the hilarity factor, we're going to do that. And we don't have the money for a slave, so we're not going to bother. We want insanity. Insanity is for the funsies. Okay, Narnach, what are you doing? You're hauling. But you're hauling steel to your construction thing. That's okay with me. Now you're playing chess. Needs to happen, but you're pretty high up on joy, so you're gonna be topped off, and then you're gonna be doing other stuff. Cooking fine meals. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pause that one as well. We always have our simple meals to fall back on. But we really want you for your building expertise right now. Cargo pots. Ooh, we got some rice. That's good. Yeah, people, you can grab that. That's okay. Speedo's probably gonna go. No, you're harvesting a poplar tree. I think you should grab the rice. Pretty please. And so, clean good. Now you're gonna haul rice as well. Taylor, what you doing? You're eating. You're hauling. Yeah, but you're gonna be hauling rice. I think the 3 people should be enough to grab everything. Dognesia is just continuing to build. Relaxing socially. Yeah, like that. Man. That's a lot of time just going up and down, up and down, up and down, which is a little bit on the annoying side. On the other hand, if they stay happy that way, that is a fair price to pay. But maybe we can work with 4 hours at the beginning of the day, 2 at the end of the day. Let's see if we can find a bit of a balance. Poor mood. And it instantly disappears again. Probably someone entered a narrow space or something like that. Nice, another solar generator. And then power conduits to actually feed into this system. So let's double check everything is connected. Everything is... Oh! This one needs to be connected to everything there as well. Otherwise, it's not working. We only have half a circuit. Good. Oh, hey, you actually got around to building stuff because we have slate blocks. Yes. Oh, nice. That means we will be able to finish up some walls here and some walls over there. And double check power circuit. So we are collecting power with the solar cells over here and the wind turbine. We have a battery over there to store the power. And then we have the lights that will blink on and off depending on how much power there is, and then they'll blink off again. We have a heater here that's going to keep things above 15. We have a cooler that's going to keep things below 30. Oh, you know what? Let's say 25. No, we're being generous here. And we'll just pay a little bit of attention with the more extreme weather circumstances to see if it gets too warm or too cold, and we'll just adjust accordingly. And I think that this space, especially with the double walls, should be enough that we can cool it with just a single cooler and a single heater. There's a solar generator that broke down, but we're fixing it. And now you're building the final wall, are you? Oh, there was a wall there as well. Now this is actually indoors, so that means the hay is gonna spoil even slower, which is good. And the final door over there. Maybe you should finish what you started. No, not to be overly nitpicky, but finishing what you started might not be a bad idea. Fall has begun, so we might get one more harvest in, but it might also turn into ugly weather real soon. But the good thing is, we no longer have the 2 sun lamps draining the power from the main circuit. During the night, this wind turbine is keeping most of the base topped up actually. No, we're actually generating power now. We weren't before, but we are now. This one facing a different direction generates a different amount. Oh, you're blocked by a roof. So we'll fix that. No roof. No roof. But interesting. Completely overlooked the fact that it doesn't need a roof or can't have a roof. I think also we can expand the animal zone. Let's see, livestock close by. You can wander through this entire area. Just have fun, frolic around. Also for the outdoors. I don't think we're actually using it on any animals. But it works. Okay, we once again failed to recruit Barga. About 5%. No, every day we got 5%. So at some point we will roll a natural 20 and succeed. At least one harvest that's partially in. That's going to be good. Also, I'm going to activate the cooking jobs again. So Darknessia is now going to stop harvesting. Oh, new recruit! Yay, we recruited Barga. Which, of course, is not going to remain your name for too long. Rather than Barga, you're going to be known as Wemmel. Wemmel Alair. You were actually pretty good. You could do everything. You have some crafting aptitude, you have some cooking aptitude, and you have a passion for shooting, and you're a fast walker and no health issues. So you're really happy right now, which is good. So let's set up your schedule. Add some joy to your day. And just fix what I messed up here. You are unrestricted. You're assigned to be a ranged summer soldier, which means you will face danger. Then, well, you don't have a passion for doctoring, so I'm going to put you on a 4. Bed rest you'll take seriously, just like flicking. Put you on a 2 for those activities, just because that's a good default. Crafting, gonna be a 2. Tailoring, smithing, yep, I mean, we need someone to do it. Actually, put those on trees, also do this on trees. I want you to be crafting rather than hauling or cleaning. Hunting, you're pretty good at hunting, so let's make you hunt. And cooking, that's also important. We don't have a lot of people that can cook, so those who do. Especially capable. So these are all butchers. This is a proper cook. And then you can also hunt. But it also means that Wemmel and Darknessia can alternate the cooking responsibilities, because they're both 9s. Good. Darknessia, you just got a lower priority for cooking, which means repairs are gonna take priority. You know what? We'll make you a 3. So that means you'll do construction and growing and hauling and hauling before cooking. And if cooking is not needed, then you'll do crafting, and after that you'll do cleaning. No, we'll keep cleaning it too, because cleaning is important and we don't get around to doing it. So if there's already 6 things that we've already completed, then I think cleaning is going to be acceptable. The people from Clownstown have something to trade. Oh, Brandon is still the most socially capable person we have. Also, there's no need to keep on the... Actually, always keep on the lights in the hospital, but not in the prison cell. So you are now flicking a switch. Good. Harvesting plants. Brandon over there. No, that's a potato. That's Brandon. And there is the people coming in. So we're building up a little bit of spare power, which is good. Our main power banks are getting pretty filled up, which is good. And I'm going to interrupt you for trading. Let's see what we can do. So this is a really shoddy rifle. Might as well sell it, which reminds me, we need to give Wemmel a gun. Pistol, well, these are high quality. So keep those. A heavy SMG, shoddy, let's get rid of it. Charge rifle, this is about to break. This is awful. I think that's giving us a pretty big penalty, right? Yeah, 36% at long range versus 43%. 36, 43, that's about a quarter of relative performance difference. That's quite big. So let's sell those as well. No, make good money. You got 200. We need to buy stuff from you. You have medicine. That makes it easy to buy stuff. You have components. That's also something we can buy. You got a simple meal. Okay, then we'll do it like this. Because we can't sell too much because they just don't have the money for it. And they don't have enough that we want outside of this. And simple meals are just not worth buying. But I am happy about the proper medicine. We didn't really have it, so now we do. So we have a proper season. Okay, so it's getting darker out. We are draining the power. We have a little bit of power that's being generated over here. We are depleting our batteries, and we got a pretty good day of sunlight in. This is continuing to generate power, so every once in a while the lights will flick on and off. And when needed, the cooler and the heater will also just go on and off in order to keep things in a proper state. And because of the double walls around it, we have relative good insulation, so we don't need to have the heaters and the coolers on all the time. That's at least what I'm projecting right now. Let's hope I'm right. Otherwise we might have some frozen strawberries to look forward to. But anyway, I think we had a pretty good episode. We fixed our power. We have the greenhouse working independently. We recruited Braga and renamed him to Wemmel. And we have a colony that is slightly functioning again. So I hope you'll join me again next time to see what Cassandra is going to throw at us to try to upset our balance. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.